Welcome or welcome back. I continue telling you a story about our Japan adventure. It's gonna be a long story. So today is about our first port in our cruise. After 3 days, busy but unforgettable days in Tokyo, we were pretty tired mostly because of the summer heat and humidity. We had just settled in our cozy cabin, had a great night's sleep. We went to bed early to be ready for our first stop in Shimizu. Shimizu is known as one of the best stops to view Mount Fuji. But as we quickly discovered, there is so much more to see. And we didn't book any excursion because if you plan ahead, you can go without an excursion and see a lot. So first, from the port, we took a taxi, Moho Pine Forest and beach. It was a lovely walk, peaceful and quiet, and for the first time we saw a Mount Fuji. Well, just a little bit. It was mostly covered in clouds, but still it was magical. Well, we can see Mount Fuji just a little bit, but it's there. Next, we wanted to go higher to have a better view, but getting an Uber or a taxi wasn't easy. And not just there, everywhere in Japan. Just be ready for that. It's kind of slow. It took time and patience. And eventually, we were on our way. And after like half an hour more or less drive, we arrived at Nihondaira Yume Terrace. It's the elevated observation deck with a breathtaking 360 angle views. Mount Fuji, of course, and Suruga Bay and the I don't know if I say it right, Izu Peninsula. Beautiful, breathtaking. The view was spectacular, and Mount Fuji started to peek through the clouds, even though it was quite a cloudy, I would say, morning, because it was still morning. And from there we took a Nihondaira ropeway. It wasn't a breeze drive, it was kind of a long drive down the mountain, and that's when we stumbled upon something truly special. That was at Kunozan Toshogu Shrine. Did I see how good did I practiced? It's a hidden gem. It's actually a museum. So we paid with our Suica card. It wasn't expensive. It's a hidden gem nestled in the mountains. Built to honor, sorry, I need to read this, Tokugawa Ieyasu, the first shogun in the Tokugawa shogunate. This shrine is rich in history and beautifully maintained, so highly recommend. There weren't many people, like almost no, I don't know if it was tourists or local, which made it feel even more serene. And because we were up the mountains, the heat and humidity, it was still there, but it wasn't that bad. We spent quite some time there, admiring the shrine and soaking in a peaceful atmosphere. We didn't want to leave. But then it was time to leave and there came a challenge. How? We needed to get back to the ship and we were deep into the mountains. So we had a choice. Go up on a ropeway again and get a taxi or Uber from there, or find a way down to the town. So we found the way. We found the way, yes. But it was a challenge. Ahead of us were 1,159 stairs. Ancient stone stairs. Some of them were slippery, most of them were uneven. While you were there, you can imagine like monks going up and down this way to the shrine. A journey on the stairs takes about 30 minutes or more. And thankfully, we were going down, not up. Honestly, it was a beautiful walk. It's like stepping through the history. And once we reached the town, we called an Uber and made it safely back to the ship. What a day! Shimizu surprised us. And it wasn't just about Mount Fuji. It was about discovery, history, and quiet beauty. And I'm so glad we got to experience it. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for our next adventure. And please don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment.